There we go. Can't do that, that's spoilers. I'm just gonna poke out here real quick. Forgive if there was echo. That should have fixed it. Give everybody a moment. Just another minute. And I might do time travel Wuju save state magic so that everyone can see the evolution. That's foreshadowing and or spoiler alert. I've had to do it already. Will this Pidgey let us gain that tiny bit of XP? It might. There was enough. Let's go, DJ Hype. Learning Slam. I think it's time to get rid of Thunder Wave. I do. I think it's time to get rid of Thunderwave. Oh yeah, let's go DJ Hype. Time save magic was already established too, so that's set to go. Double check DJ Hype. Look at the little sprites. Yo. Oh, I definitely gotta reorder his moves again. This is stat experience, if anyone is wondering in the VOD later. Excuse me. His special is still that good despite it being his lowest stat experience. That is the benefit of that 14 DV. Oh god, forgive me. I was doing yard work earlier today, and a whole lot of, not like hay fever or anything like that, but a lot of like dead grass got kicked up in the air in the dust, and I inhaled quite a bit of it. Anyway, this is the team now. We're gonna run Wizard in our 6th slot just until we can get the Poke Flute, get past the Snorlax. I am going to catch it just so we have a Snorlax in the pocket, and then get down Cycling Road so we can encounter the Ponyta for Minami. Which, Minami, if you're watching the VOD, I am so sorry that it took this long. Also, holy shit, I've been doing that this whole time with the rules still up. My apologies to everybody. Holy crap. That means I get to reveal the evolution too. Oh, accidental miracles, I guess. Whatever. Oh my god, it's been a day, I guess. Oh, I lost my train of thought with that. I'm sorry that we didn't get to the Ponyta sooner. If I didn't say it, that was the tail end of that thought, I guess. Oh my god, that was so dumb of me, though. Okay. Let's do a random encounter to reset the moves. I almost forgot that was on the list of things I needed to do. Oh no, a Jigglypuff. DJ Hype! Deal with this balloon. Still think Dragon Rage is going to be pretty helpful for a little bit, but Slam, being base 80 power Dragon type move now, that's pretty damn good. They also made 100 accuracy. And we got a crit. Jesus. Alright. I do not want to just sweep with him. We're gonna need the boys to get some XP, I think. Because, well, no, if we end up deciding we're doing an alternate routing on the gyms, then we may not need to panic about if we're gonna have type coverage for Erica. But my thought process there was, if we end up fighting Erica before we get Minami's Ponyta, then at least we'll have the boys with Fly and whatnot. But here we are. Have all their lives? The boys. The boys has not been KO'd yet. Wizard has not been KO'd yet. That might be it. I'm waiting to be found. I know. I'm so sorry, lonely Ponyta. Feel like Spike's got 1 KO, Eski's got 1 KO, DJ Hype's got 1 KO, Bunk's got 2 KOs. I'm sorry, Bunk. But I guess I can show that off. If you didn't notice yet, Kami, there's Bunk in their new evolved sprite as Marowak, twirling their bone. And there he is. He's a little champion. And then DJ Hype happened just a second ago while I was being stupid and having the image for the rules up still. It kind of hid the evolution for us, but DJ Hype is evolved now. They did learn Slam. If you were, I saved them. I'll bring it up in just a second. But, if you weren't around just yet from my explanation a second ago, or if you don't recall, Slam is altered now in Yellow Legacy so that it's a dragon type move, so DJ Hype is going to be getting Stab. It has 80 base power and 100 accuracy now, which is, if you ask me, kind of the huge bump, because it being so inaccurate in the original game really hurt. But, Stab, 100 base accuracy, yeah, dragon type, so it's going to get effective base power of 120 after Stab. And then we've got Dragon Rage for base 40 and Bubble Beam for coverage, I guess now. I taught it to him just because, like, I realized all the water types we had were going to learn it via level up anyway. And I needed an offensive move that wasn't just fixed damage like Dragon Rage, so I taught him Bubble Beam. But I think you may have known that. Yeah, DJ Hype's kind of awesome right now. And then, like I was explaining a moment ago, Eski, our Vaporeon, does already know Bubble Beam. I don't think Spike or Wizard learned anything in the, like, if they even needed that level, I don't recall now. But the boys, our Doduo, they are also now level 30, and they learned Drill Peck. I forget that Drill Peck is so good even with the bump to Fly's base. Actually, I don't know. Yellow Legacy may have bumped its base damage to 90, but I thought they kept it at 70, in which case Drill Peck is stronger than Fly. Yeah, Drill Peck does some work. We did already battle the trainers on this level. So let's poke this guy. I want that Sylph Scope, son. That's why I'm here. Also, I kind of love the idea of a 10-year-old telling an adult, son. My flying type's faster than yours. And hits harder. What you gonna do? Revenge. This is for all those KOs last episode. Conan the Detective language. It took me a second to realize what you meant. Oh man. I need to watch more of that show again. It's been too long. Oh. When the body of, like, I don't know, maybe, I still think he's supposed to be like 8, maybe 10. And 10 is kind of pushing it. He's supposed to be kind of young. Anyway, when the body of a small child is the smartest thing, or smartest, not thing, smartest person in the room. They keep throwing out all these tanks and the boys don't seem to care. Oh my god, we just ate that slime. Crit, one hit, eradicate. Just swept that whole team. What a 180 from the end of last episode. I feel so bad now. Alright. Boys did get a little boost of XP there. I was realizing I guess I should explain again, our proposed new routing, since Yellow Legacy has differing teams based on which badge you get in which order in the mid-game. For example, Erica has teams for if she is your 4th badge, 5th badge, or 6th badge. Koga and Sabrina also have different teams depending on if they are your 5th or 6th badge. And then Blaine has his team, and Mystery Gym Leader has their team. I was talking with Jay the other day, I guess like a week and a half ago now, and was explaining to him that in my childhood, my routing was odd because I really wanted to like beeline it to Blaine and have like a showdown, me versus Fire Gym Leader, you know? So my childhood routing was that I would go Erica, Koga, Blaine, because you need Koga in order to surf. And since I was dealing with all this plot stuff in Celadon anyway, I was like, since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my badge while I'm here. So it was Erica, Koga, Blaine for me as a kid. The proposed order in Yellow Legacy, with the thought that teams are also adjusted, would be totally bypassing Erica for now and taking out Koga first. And then, since we have Koga first, which frankly, in the notes for Yellow Legacy, he does not have a 4th gym team, so we should be battling his 5th gym team. This is theory. Anyway, with his badge under our belts, we'll be able to surf, and then we go fight Blaine, which will be a huge bump, fighting what is supposed to be the 7th gym, 5th. And then we double back and fight Erica, and then Sabrina, because then they, like, not because, but I guess in a roundabout way, then Erica, Sabrina will both have, like, their full, most interesting teams. That'll also weirdly mean that our Wuju level cap is going to spike from Koga to Blaine. Because again, Blaine is kind of hard set to be badge 7. But that is still sort of up in the air, since we were dealing with the rocket plot before even dealing with any of that. Yes, so let me pull up my Yellow Legacy notes real quick to double check for you. So, Blaine's team level cap would be level 53, which is way high. Since Erica is the only one of the set that has a 4th gym team, I'm going to say our 4th gym level cap is level 35. That is, pardon me, this cherry lemonade is delicious, but it's giving me burpees. I apologize, everybody. Anyway, yeah, so the 4th gym ace is at level 35, and then the 5th gym versions, looks like their team ace is 43, and then 6 is 50. Yeah. just confirming on each of them. So, if we were to do the weird pathing, I would say this current level cap would be the 30, what was it, 35? Yeah, 35 for 4th badge. But then, I mean, it's kind of weird to think about, but if our next challenge is Blaine all the way down at 53, I'm not going to hamstring us and say that we can't go any higher than 43. But that will mean that we will then be not... it won't definitively mean that we will be over-leveled for the badges after Blaine. Because, I mean, like, we're not even at level cap now. So... and we weren't at level cap for Surge. We may have been for Misty, I don't recall. We were at least close for Misty, but that's been a minute ago now. Anyway, back to action. Yeah, 40 versus 53 would be rough. At least, oh hey, another Moonstone. At least for the showcase of it, I'm gonna go ahead and rotate. So we're gonna do the next rocket battle with Bonk, and then after that we'll switch in DJ Hype, and then everyone will have seen the... Oh hey, I guess since I had the banner up and I'm talking about it now, let me give myself a quick little safety save there, and then I will show off our evolutions. Caught Bonk as it was happening, because it was sort of mid-panic also, but yeah, Bonk happened right there during the training session. And then, just a minute ago, while I had the image for the rules up being a smart big brain person, here goes DJ Hype. So now we've got the evolutions captured for posterity. And we can still hop right back to where we were. I did time save magic, don't worry about it. We just found the TM for Horn Drill if we end up wanting to do that. Trying to remember my pathing here. I think this is the safe direction, and then I should go that way. Yeah. And then if memory serves, there is a rocket trainer that doing the unmatched challenge means we are going to have to battle. So I should take the bottom one here to get to him. Or am I remembering the other warp? I'm remembering the other warp floor. But we got this item. A super potion. While I backtrack these spinny floor tiles, remembering that the Smith place, if I'm remembering his name right. I sure hope I am. Oh god, of course I misstepped. He was saying some of the edits they made in the quality of life department are that they sped up the animation for when you're on these spinny tiles. You may or may not have noticed, it's a lot less of a, like, I guess I'll just sit here and twiddle my thumbs for a second. And that's not just because I'm running it on a much stronger computer than the Game Boy Pocket could have hoped to have been. But, circling back around to the tail end of my thought there, reviewing his video breakdown of it and my notes here on it, I was not remembering just how much he adjusted the level curve of this section of the game, but also specifically the rockets. and I came in here with my base game memory of, oh, the rockets are never a challenge. And then, you know, we were coming in with like level, what were they at the time, 24, 25, whatever. I think Bonk was still like 22, 23 down there somewhere. He throws out a level 26 Drowsy. Oh, okay. But now, Bonk has evolved. Bonk will bonk your Drowsy all the way to Pokemon Tower. Hello, Sandshrew. Yeah, bonk them to sleep. They are fainting. I'm not killing them. I'm not a monster. Oh, and the missed Hyper Fang. Bonk is getting revenge right now. This is for KOing me last time. Oh no, a flinch. Oh, and that Hyper Fang barely did anything. I'm proud of you, Bonk. PTSD. Alright. DJ Hype with their evolution is up next. Another potion. Surprise. He never saw us coming. Story of my life. Never intended to have deft feet or anything, but I end up accidentally sneaking up on people pretty regularly. Yeah, not a good guard. I'm reminded of another subtle thing I can talk about briefly, and then I swear I'll get to actually playing the game more. But DJ Hype is showcasing one of the many, I don't recall if he said literally all, but a lot of the Pokemon back sprites have been re-edited in Yellow Legacy, in large part because despite each iteration from green to red and blue to yellow having a slight art update, the back sprites were never changed. So some of the back sprites from green don't match the front sprites in yellow until Yellow Legacy came around. So this is Dragonair's new back sprite that DJ Hype is showing off right now. And we're just gonna go ahead and slam. Not an impressive animation for it, but even getting a critical, I don't think we needed that at all. Stab overleveled, using our great physical attack stat. DJ Hype is gonna be like a pocket sweeper now, I'm sure. Don't care. Do we save PP? Let's save PP. We'll just hit it with Dragon Rage. We got 20 of them. It was a guaranteed KO no matter what we did. Oh no, Cubone. I don't wanna. He's a little friend. And not that I wanted to KO the Sandshrew or anything. There we go. So now they've all got a little showcase. Let's go Esky, and then we'll go Spike, and then Wizard, and then we'll go back to the boys, maybe. We'll see. Kind of playing it by ear right now. Is it just this room? It's just this room and that one item. I went the wrong one first. I'm a fool. Or a completionist. I was having that talk with my boss last week. He was talking about how he owns and loves Red Dead Redemption 2, but he has realized within the last year that he will never complete it because he gets too bogged down with all the side quests, and there's just so much content, and we are both, you know, adults with full-time jobs, and we just don't have the time. And I was like, you're a completionist, I get it. Sorry for the pause. I was trying to understand what exactly I'm looking at with on Eski's back sprite. Is that supposed to be like a ridge, like a spinal dorsal fin ridge down his back that I'm looking at? They cleaned up the frill in the ears a little bit for sure, but I was trying to understand like the actual back and shoulder area a little bit better. Aww. Uncool. Cobra. And substitute? Asshole. I don't know that I want a recording of me saying that phrase, Kami. Let's see if quick attack will be enough. There we go. Oh, with the crit. Alright, good job, Eski. But yeah, it's I mean, it's Gen 1. Gen 1 back sprites are always a little jank, or almost always a little jank. Gen 1 pixel art, you know, limited. Spike, right? Yeah, Spike the Wizard. Just kind of cycling through the team. Double Edge. Oh yeah, I can run inside. We're gonna hop over here. I think this is usually... Yeah, free rare candy. But I think having come over here means I also need to redo this step. Because we actually need to go down here. Wow, it has been a minute. Do I need to go over here? Nope. I done goofed. That was stupid of me. Go around. Yeah. There we go. And then this was the trainer I was expecting to find on the other one. Maybe I'm thinking of like a fire red version. Ugh. Well, just in time for our poison type Pokemon that knows Dig. Get fucked, Rocket Grunt. Oh no, Raticate. Double kick. I got so much mileage with double kick on Nidorino as a kid that I always keep it on them, even as a Nidoking. I haven't actually run Nidoking in a more modern game, so there's a question there. I would have to look at a more modern moveset to know what I would do with him in, like, God, what is the more recent game that he's appeared in? I guess besides Let's Go. It was an interesting thought. I don't even know if there's a game that matches that. Gizzard's Heart Gold and Soul Silver. You can definitely run into a king in that. Don't be dumb, brain. That felt like a little bit of a cakewalk. Took some damage, but... Oh, wow. Boys are ready to get that level. Okay. With this. HP up. Who do we want to give that to? Busted. I think that's kind of the answer, though. DJ Hype is a solid answer, too. Not gonna lie. That's sort of my second vote, but I think it'd be pretty busted feeding... Yeah, the tank that is Vaporeon with even more HP. I think I'll do Esky. TM for Flamethrower, which is an adjustment they made for Legacy also. I have to double check Ponyta's level up learn set after we catch it, but we may just like use that to give them a real powerful stab move immediately. It could be a pretty good use of it. But Wizard is about to sweep this poor man and steal his elevator key. With a wave of his spoon. At least it'll be pretty good XP, I think. Oh right, that was another sort of realization I had while double checking my notes during and after my training session. A big reason the Golbats were hitting so hard and getting so many crits is that they saw a stat bump, most notably to their base speed, which, again, in Gen 1, helps determine your crit chance, which is why they were critting so much, and thus being such a problem. Did we go down this way? I know we fought him. There was just an item in here. Okay. I remember now. Let's go back to the elevator. I always vibed with this music too, honestly. I'm not sure this occasion will come up. At least not in Yellow Legacy. It's more likely to come up in Crystal Legacy, if I'm being honest. But I was just thinking, if I happen to be forgetting about a trainer that anybody in chat knows or notices, please feel free to scream at me Hey, you're failing in the unmatched challenge. You got a trainer to fight over Mya, and then you give me a direction. I'll go fight him. Let's double check Wizard's stat or experience rather. Right now, it still needs 885. I think DJ Hype actually has the most right now. Or needs the most rather. It was over 1,000 still. Everyone else was around 800, 600, 500, somewhere around there. And the boys only needing like 70 or whatever the fuck that was. Hey, good job, Brain. You remember numbers. Sometimes. Little rat. Rude? It's fine. He doesn't know. With a Grimer. DJ Hype, drop the bass on this ignorant motherfucker. It's been 40 minutes. I feel like I can drop an F-bomb. I would love to be called a little rat. I just thought of the like comeback line, and I was like, well, I've got to go for it now. There we go. Now DJ Hype's just as eager for their level as the boys are. I said DJ Hype drop the bass on this ignorant motherfucker. Oh, I forgot that they are triggered immediately, and we didn't switch our ace. Or our lead, rather. Thank you, Kami. We humiliated them at Mount Moon, and now we've got DJ Hype in the lead. Now they're calling us brats? Level 28. Actually kinda comparable. Yeah, rat with a B. They're getting real inventive. Or they're trying to rhyme. It's very in character for Team Rocket, so I feel like it's that one. I feel like they're just trying to rhyme on me. Trying to drop bars. DJ Hype getting the level. We are kind of in lowish orange, so I'm going to switch us. Yeah, exactly. DJ Hype hurt. They have Meowth out right now, so we don't want somebody with low physical defense. We could go straight to Spike, Bonk. I don't really want to go to Esky with the paralysis. I should maybe heal for Esky. Oh, hello, Mags. So far, we got to vote for Spike to fight the Meowth. Oh, no worries. Glad you were able to join. Welcome to the party. I will show off the evolutions one more time. But since we're in the party screen real quick, look at the awesome little Bonk sprite twirling his bone, and DJ Hype with their new Dragonair sprite. Deploy Spike. Payday? Team Rocket, you're giving me money? That's so nice of you. I didn't think Meowth could learn Payday since he could learn to talk. Look at me dropping anime lore. Ooh, but Ekans evolved. We got an Arbok. Oh, snap. Casually punt the cat in the face. God, way to make me feel terrible about it. We're gonna go to Bonk now. That feels like the smart switch in for high physical defense, better typing. I think we resist. Yeah, we resist. That might drop our defense. Yeah, that's fine. We have Bone Club. The cat started it, yeah. It threw a quarter at me, officer, I swear. Maybe it was a dollar coin, I'm not sure. It was big, okay? It hurt. 58, there you go. It was at least a $50. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. It threw pocket change at you. That snake succumbed to the bone. A fistful of pennies. I think especially now, after that fight, we're gonna double back and heal before we, see what's in that room that I totally ignored. No spoilers at all. Iron. Who do we give iron to? I think that's defense, if I recall correctly. For defense, and considering the strategy I was talking about last time, I kind of vote Esky. I know I did just give Esky the HP up also, but that feels like the same kind of rationale. Help ensure we can survive that first hit while we set up acid armor once we learn acid armor. And then we can go from there. Alternatively, I might say we give it to either Spike, because his defense stat is a little low, because they made Nidorino and Nidoking a little too much of a all-rounder. Or the boys, because they are a little physically frail, despite being a physical sweeper. Excuse me. Yard work dust. But like I was saying, I think my first vote is still for Esky. I was just trying to make sure I was fair and stated my other thoughts there. Magnus voting Spike. I'm not opposed to it. We have another vote. Yeah, more likely to take it than the boys. Yeah. You're not wrong. Kami says not the boys, that's fair. Esky is already pretty beefy with having almost 130 HP now after the HP up. You're not wrong. Give it another moment, see if we get another vote for anybody in particular. So far Spike is the one that got called out, so Spike is getting it unless someone says something. Alright, Spike's gonna get it. Here we go. And then we're gonna double back. I'm gonna go sit and have a cup of tea while the Pokemon heal up a little bit. And then we're gonna come back and make sure all these gangsters are out of this gambling center. Cough, cough. Sorry, I feel a legitimate cough coming on. I'm trying to shield the mic so it's not like blowing out y'all's ears. I hope it helps. I think we do want to switch somebody in. Do we want to go ahead and lead with the boys so they can get their level up that they are so close to? And then, I think from there we kind of play it by ear. I'm going to reorder everybody just a little bit. DJ Hype is down near the bottom because they have already gotten their level up. Wizard is actually at the bottom because they are not supposed to be on the team roster technically right now. And then I was going to reorder Bonk, Spike, and Esky in order of experience needed for level so that I could do quick visual references in just a moment. 448 is a good spot. 19. Holy fuck, Spike. I think you're even closer than the boys. And then Esky, 755. Okay, so that is the correct order now. Aside from Spike being... You know what? Spike is so close. And we are right here. Get your level up, dog. So, full disclosure, I was speed training with the fast forward magic off camera, but I think I noticed that a wild Vulpix was able to get a roar off despite me being underground. So I think I'm gonna science that if this Vulpix plays along. I use Tail Whip, so we just get the level. That's fine. There, free level for Spike. And then we'll switch the boys back up. Now I gotta reorder everybody. I'm sorry. There. I'll try to, remember it, keep it in mind for future experiments. You're not wrong. If a sound is loud enough, it can shake. Ground. I'm gonna do a save here. There we go. But yeah, how are we feeling about leading with the boys to try to get them their level? They are very fast, actually. I kind of forgot they're already looking at 59 speed. I mean, we were able to outspeed Golbat just a minute ago, so that was, yeah. With Drill Peck and Fly and Fury Attack with its minor buff, I think we'll be okay, at least for the initial matchup, unless I'm remembering poorly and they lead with a Rock type, in which case we'll switch. Oh no! Who you? So, I must say, I am impressed you got here. Oh, snap! Giovanni. Yeah, I was remembering poorly. He leads with Onyx this time. No! We'll get the Switch XP. I think that still guarantees the level. Yeah, I think that's the move. Rock throwing takedown there. He's trying. Too bad we got quad super effective stab. There you go, boys. You did it. And Kangaskhan, who still really love. I think Yale Legacy still has it gated to only the Safari Zone. We will triple check the Pokedex again. I think I'm kind of obligated to go to Bonk here to try to spread the experience out a little bit. And that is a fair switch in. Bonk's got good defense. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I know the boys didn't actually get to do much, but I'm kind of glad I didn't switch them in on a submission. Oh no. Okay. That's fine, we can tank one more of those. And between the recoil and another Bone Club, Bonk succeeds. And gets a level. Good job, Bonk. Yeah, exactly. Never mind, we're good. We live in. We never didn't have it. Bonk learning Bone Meringue. Yeah. Submission is a fighting type move. I believe it's got 80 base power and does recoil. I don't recall its accuracy. In base game it was bad, like 85 if I recall. But on that note, Bone Meringue, I believe, did not get a buff to its damage, but instead got a buff to its accuracy. So it is a 50 base power, 100 accuracy, 100% accuracy, ground type, obviously, signature move that hits twice, so its base power is actually 100. Or, I guess it would be, unless stab applies to each individual hit, in which case it would be 75 and 75. But, regardless. Yeah, we're going to... I think we're going to get rid of Tail Whip and keep Focus Energy now that Focus Energy is fixed and works correctly in Legacy. And then we can quickly get between Bone Club and Bone Meringue when we need it. Yeah, drop Tail Whip. And Esky got the level because of the Switch XP. Hell yeah, let's go everybody. Oh shit. Oh shit. What do we do here, guys? Do we show off the double bonk? Or do we switch for safety? I think we switch for safety because bonk hurtin'. The Spider-Man pointing meme. Yeah, okay. But since everybody but Wizards got a level and we're looking at a Marowak, we can go DJ Hype, who's still full health and is likely going to need the most XP still for the next level, because, you know, Dragon type, slow XP curve. And also, because apparently Big Brain Foresight taught it Bubble Beam. DJ Hype. Coming in with the solo, I guess. I did the drop the baseline earlier, so... Oh, and he's got a Persian in this fight now. That's neat. And also slightly terrifying, because I bet at level 32 it knows Slash, and with Persian's base speed, that's a guaranteed crit with Stab. That's actually really scary. Maybe here's where we go Spike? Still full health. We did just up his defense. He's got double kick. We're in danger. You can do it, Spike. I believe in you. It knows Bubble Beam. Good thing we're not a ground type yet. Although, why were we gonna use Dragon... Or, I mean, it kind of buried the lead there. Why were we gonna use Bubble Beam on a dragon? Anyway, double kick. You're still just spamming. Okay. Here we are kicking a cat again. This one didn't even throw coins at us. It was just playing with bubbles. Oh, it knew Thunderbolt too. That's a little scary. Oh. Spike, I believed. I believed. Kick logic out and do the impossible. Maybe I need to teach him Horn Drill now that I made that joke. Go full Gurren Lagann with it. Hey! I forgot it was 31. I thought it was 32, but the boys just got a new friend. Or brother. Or something. I see that you raise Pokemon with utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. Sylph Scope. Let's go catch us a Ghastly. Whoop. Kid Me definitely fell for the trap that was the one-hit KO moves. Horn Drill and Guillotine and Fissure. There's just such a huge chance they're never gonna work. Right, and I already had kind of a realization on what Nidaking's final moveset is likely gonna be. Oh yeah, and then No Guard became a thing, you're not wrong there. But I think we're gonna go with Earthquake, Sludge, Horn Attack, Double Kick. Because Horn Attack is at least decent neutral coverage, and it's so in theme with the Nidoking line that I feel bad getting rid of it in some ways. Again, Double Kick, like I was saying a minute ago, is just, it's such good coverage for their line. And then Earthquake and Sludge for good offensive stab. But that means we are waiting, I think, until level 40 when Nidorino learns Earthquake. Whoops. No, whoa. What? Nah! Quit spazzing. Okay. There's Nidorino. Move. So at 32 we'll get Sludge and have really good Poison Stab after that, and then 40 is Earthquake, yeah. And then we can have Nidoking. Ooh, I do need to double check, since I'm here. All the way down at the bottom. That's really it. Wow. Huh. So we're gonna have the opportunity to relearn Dragon Rage? Oh boy. I wonder if we're still gonna learn Hyper Beam at 55 on Evolution. Because that was the other thought there. Normally that provides you with some moveset flexibility in the admittedly off chance that you're using the Dratini line maybe as a solo runner or something in Yellow Legacy. Then you can get rid of the first Dragon Rage that kind of comes at the, like, whatever it was, level 20 or whatever. You can delete that one for, say, Bolt Beam strategy, and then if you realize later that you didn't level up enough and having flat damage against somebody that has really good bulky Pokemon, like Lorelei. Do you need Dragon Rage for a filler, maybe? I don't know. I'm throwing hypotheticals out there. But that is usually why it might be helpful to have a Pokemon have the ability to relearn a move, just for moveset flexibility. Good night, Kami. We are coming up on almost break time as well. Since we're here, let me double check Vaporeon as well before we get back to it. We just learned Bite. We're starting to approach Aurora Beam, which is going to be excellent coverage for us. And then Acid Armor at 41 will be like it. I do also want to catch a Scyther for potential use later. Kind of only catching Ghastly for me to play around with later, maybe. But we'll see if they end up on the team at any point. Here it be Marowak. Double check their learn set. Thrash at 38, Earthquake at 46. Alright. Dodrio. Triple Bird. Holy shit, that thing's taller than I am. By like a ½ inch, but whatever. Rage at 36. That's what I have to look forward to. Tri-Attack at 39. Jump Kick is interesting coverage. I kind of like that, actually. That's cool. I have known my whole life I'm very average height. I was actually joking with one of my regulars at the bar just the other day that a select few people in my life will jokingly say they need to borrow my tallness when they can't reach something, but it has always made me chuckle because I've never seen myself as tall. I'm at best average height. That came up entirely just because my regular is short, so she was like noticing me take, I think it was the top off of the margarita machine. She was like, you get asked to like grab stuff off the shelf, don't you? Called him on for being tall. Yeah. We already double checked Nidorino. Yeah, okay. Everybody's double checked there. Oh wow, look at the boys and their new sprite. Wow, I didn't even... How did I not even think about that? Also, holy shit, those stats now. I kind of... No! I didn't mean to breeze through that. There we go. 76 and 85. Yeah, okay. Since... Okay, I'm gonna box Wizard. Actually, I shouldn't box Wizard just yet. Let's be super big brain here. We've got one more battle before I can worry about catching Ghastly. But I guess with that in mind also, while we vibe on this music for just a second, who do we lead with in this? I don't know that I want to spoil what his lead is gonna be, but it is the next rival fight, if anybody was actually curious, and I guess spoilers, I don't know. But I'm gonna double check everyone's needed XP one more time. Lead Wizard or Spike. stop paying attention, if I'm being honest. Let's lead Spike. I'm sort of invested in actually seeing this version of Nidoking come through to fruition. So I want to make sure I'm not neglecting their level curve. I'm going to do another save here. What up, Maul? Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can make them faint at least. Let's go! I'm not your pal, friend. Led with the Fearow. That was my guess. I think we're still alright. Oh! I just noticed the level. That's scary. Maybe I should have double-checked his team. Now I don't know what to do. Part of me says just go for the Horn Attack. There is a thought that we could set up with Focus Energy. Bonk or Esky would be a solid switch in. 53 defense, 133 health. 87 defense, so Bonk would probably be the better switch in. There's sort of a wide gap on the HP, but having that much more defense is pretty nice. 53. Does that mean Spike has more than Esky right now? They have the same. Okay. Then I guess we at least hit it once. Let's poke it with a Horn Attack and see. Oh, it's got Drill Peck. Okay. We're good. We tanked it. I'm not totally keen on keeping him there for a potential crit. Could also, like, a long shot, but it is a possible thing that was a low range on the damage. Because there is a range to damage in Pokemon, and if that's a low range and then he rolls a high range on the damage, we could possibly get KO'd there too. So I think we switch, and I think we go to Bonk. That's my train of thought. I'm trying to think it through because I am legit a little stressed about this fight now. Good job, Bonk. Okay. We go Headbutt. You got it, Bonk. Just... I need you to at least tank this one more. Oh, fucking damn it. Okay. I am so sorry, everybody. Yeah, the real sad news there is that that's Bonk's third. Yeah. The scary, like, I mean, Fearow's not a bad lead because they do have good speed and good attack, but, I mean, okay, I don't know why you made that choice. I was just also getting ready to follow that up with a lot of times in Pokemon, the lead is like the lowest level Pokemon, and if that is true here, we're a little fucked. But then they threw out a lower level Vulpix, so I don't know. 33 Kadabra. I don't want Eski to get all the experience. What's the boys special? 49, not enough. Could go DJ Hype here pretty safely. Yeah, I'm gonna go DJ Hype here. Oh. No, don't be a dick. Thank you. Come on, DJ Hype. What? You're full of shit. I'm sorry, you are full of shit. Ain't no way that's the damage we got from 120 base power stab physical move. Now we're in a new predicament. Yeah. How did it do so little? That's where I'm coming from. Level curve be damned. We don't know anything that could really do anything to him either, and he outlevels us. And like, the thing there is like, yeah, Dragonair's stats aren't great, but they're not bad. 61 special is not bad. 67 physical attack is not bad. They were made physical in Yellow Legacy. Slam was made Dragon type, and it was bumped to 100% accuracy, so it's 80 base power, 100% accuracy, and stab. And somehow this dude just tanked it, like, didn't even care. Exactly, it should have been mulch. I'm not trying to... I'm not trying to be extra salty about it. I'm also not trying to assault your ears for much longer with this beeping. I think we might be a little screwed. This might be either our first reset, which I fucking hope not, or like a legit, like, reset the ROM and don't engage this battle because we were not aware of that level curve. But I think I want to science it a little bit more before we commit to either of those. Let's do it. I'm gonna science it more. Let's see if the boys can outspeed it yet. That Psybeam is gonna hurt and it might KO us. I'll be sad, but I want to see if we outspeed Kadabra. It got the KO because I got a crit. You fucking... Okay. If I Bubble Beam, it's probably not gonna do much. But I think it's still our best shot at damage, because our physical attack is not very good. Of course you got a crit. I mean, I would rather you get... Nah, I wouldn't. I was gonna say I would rather you get that in the confusion, but either of them suck. I legit don't know. I'm gonna double check our base stat, actually. I don't think it'd be worth it. If he gets another crit, that's gonna fucking hurt. Okay. Now we get confused. Cool. Thank you, Eski. Thank you, Eski. And he's got a fucking Scyther in this team? Okay. Spike. I mean, I know wow. I know he cooked with this fucking mod, but oh my god. Yeah, no, I think now is when we need to start really considering, is this a reset the ROM moment, or is this a we continue with the challenge and we have to reset our team? This is bonkers. Like, this is gonna OHKO Wizard. Because it stabbed super effective, and it got a crit, because Scyther and its base speed. Yeah, no. I think we're cooked. Reset the ROM? Yeah, a little wild out of nowhere. Like, we were just doing totally fine, and then he's like, hey, guess what? Fucking... boop. Whoops. Hang on. Just sad, because I didn't want to have to fucking spend time grinding and leveling up again so soon, but it should also be time for break, so I guess I'll leave it on the jam. We'll put the rules image up so everyone knows we're on break for a minute. I will refill my cherry lemonade. Everyone else, also take the second to get up, stretch, get yourself a drink. Do whatever you gotta do. I'll be back in just a bit. Maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. See you then. Sorry, thank you. I've been curious, because, like, with how the VTuber thing can sometimes just, like, activate and bounce even when I'm not talking and there's no sound or anything. I do also have a second setup for a different mic and webcam and everything, so I've been curious if it's been, like, picking up that microphone. So I've been thus subsequently curious if the mute I've been using has actually been effective. But, anyway, yes. The gameplay was really the key there. And I appreciate you calling it out, because I fully forgot. I was noticing I was about to be late coming back, and we had grinding to do. Okay. I'm not really sure where the best spot is gonna be. I think the play is actually. Can we fly right now? I think we can. Let's be bigger brain. Boys, fly. Celadon. Because I think I came in because I thought, let's grab Jolteon, our cutter, but let's see if we can teach cut to anybody that would actually get some mileage out of it. Only Bonk. How we feeling? I don't think Bonk will see much mileage out of bug coverage, but... then we won't have to keep switching our team. Might be an interesting way to set up, or not necessarily set up, but to have a, like, viable counter to the Kadabra. Because one of the edits they made in this mod was that Marowak's-based special stat got a big increase, so that they could showcase their more elaborate learn set capabilities that, like, they... Marowak can learn, like, Thunderbolt and Bubble Beam and Ice Beam, I think, maybe? Definitely Flamethrower and whatnot. And Sand/Slash cannot. And that was one of the ways they differentiated it back in the day. But for the mod, to make that differentiation more pronounced and actually, like, visible, they increased Marowak's base special stat, which would mean we could switch into Marowak, tank either a Confusion or a Psybeam, at least one, and then hit back with a stab cut using our high base physical attack. Theoretical argument for it, just throwing it out there. You'd swap Headbutt or Focus Energy. Yeah, and Headbutt is basically just good neutral coverage, so I guess Cut could be filling that same role in a way. We could, like... I haven't used it yet, so maybe we could just get rid of Focus Energy and not bank on trying to set up with Marowak necessarily. Just tank what you can, hit back and deal the damage you can. You know what I mean? Just spitballing with you, chat. But we do gotta level up a little bit before we advance, so... Don't do setup strats, yeah. That's fair. No, yeah. And since we're not actually doing solo runs, setup is a little bit less helpful when you are able to then just switch around and everything. I've been utilizing Charge Beam on Magneton and ORAS right now, and that's been pretty dope. I will leave it succinctly at I was not excited for Scarlet and Violet, and I don't want to rain on anyone's parade. But I'm glad you enjoyed Skeledirge and your experience with it. Because in the end, that is always the goal. Despite me having some admittedly pretty deep anger issues, I'm trying to be better than that. Newer games aren't for everyone. Liked Violet, but I'm still leery on if I'll get more Pokemon games in the future. That is very fair. I had a because a customer heard me talking with one of my coworkers who is still a teenager. It's always fun when we get new employees and they realize I'm a nerd and indulge my inner child. Anyway, customer heard me talking about Pokemon and asked me if I had been playing Legends ZA, and I was like, nah, it didn't tickle my fancy. And I tried to just leave it at that. But it was a little funny to have that come up, I guess, like that. 2024, 28. So they are. Whoop. Nope. Sorry, boys. I just wanted to check your stats. 27. Was Esky 28? Do they need to switch? Esky was 28, wasn't she? They do. Okay. And then DJ Hype. 22. Okay. I imagine there was probably a cleaner way to do it than that, but whatever, we got there. It's sort of a, like, I don't want to dwell on it too much, but I do want to point out in kind of a more optimistic sense, I guess. It's a little bit of a shame from my perspective. Oh, you dick. Setting up with the acid armor. Because I like the idea, at least, of having the kind of wild areas like Sword and Shield, and I think Scarlet and Violet also had something similar. But I'm also not opposed to experimenting with new mechanics and everything, but there was just a lot of other elements of the games that I just didn't jive with me, didn't gel with me, however you want to phrase it. You prick. Scarlet Violet was just full open world, and honestly was probably my least favorite part of the game. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, let's just hit a slam. Oh, we did just find a bunch of potions. We don't need that max potion, that's a little much. Oh wait, I can showcase this. Well, again, trying to refresh my memory and all my notes and everything, I remembered that they made a way to auto-sort the bag if you have the bag open and hit start. Would you like to sort items? Yes, please. Sorting complete. Where are my healing items at? There we go. Let's use this super potion on Spike so he can keep grinding. There we go. Immediate battle! Spike, I hope you're ready. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 cute. Quality of life. Yeah, I was just thinking in a similar vein that we just did with Bonk learning Cut. I think next level, when Spike is ready to learn Sludge, we get rid of Focus Energy then too. And then we basically have his final moveset. Dig will get swapped for Earthquake when the time comes, but then that's that. Unless I learn that... Ooh. So, again, double-checking notes and all. TMs are still single-use items, but we will eventually get access to the ability to purchase TMs. So, like that flamethrower TM we were able to find, I'm assuming some levels here, but the flamethrower TM, body slam TM, which like fucking everybody can learn and is a really good move in Gen 1. So we might swap Horn Attack for body slam, get a little bit more power, and the chance to paralyze is pretty nice. Again, Horn Attack just feels so in theme. The fact that it's just 65 base power and no secondary effect is a little sad when you're looking at endgame. Which I guess shines a little light on why, or I guess sort of an attempt maybe at intrinsic counterbalance. But I was gonna say the counterbalance for Pokemon like Aerodactyl, who has insane base attack and speed, but they start with a move like Wing Attack, which, spoiler or whatever, I guess, in Gen 1 base games, Wing Attack only has like a 35 base power. It's very, very weak. But maybe that was a way for them to be like, I don't know, if it's like the 65 it's supposed to be or whatever. that could be really strong for Stab Aerodactyl to just come out the gate swinging. But Yellow Legacy did bump Wing Attack. I don't recall now if they bumped it to 60 or I think it might be 60. 50, 60, 55, somewhere. Anyway, it got bumped, so it's not weak, sad 35. But, yeah, I'm going to double back to heal. I kind of want to save those items for money. We spent a lot recently. I was thinking it through while I talked. But if you're going to counterbalance a move's base power based off of one Pokemon, I feel like that's terrible design choice, because then what's a Pokemon like Pidgeotto going to do? I'm not trying to trash Pidgeotto or anything, but like, they don't have Aerodactyl's base stats, and you have to work pretty hard. Well, not like pretty hard, but moderately, to get Pidgeotto to its level where it learns Wing Attack in base game, which I believe is mid-20s somewhere, 24, 28, something like that. And you're rewarded with 35 base power? Thankfully, again, is better in this version. Spike's about to get his level. 35 base power is not what I would define as a reward. Yeah. It's a very fair response to that. Good job, Spike. Nice. Let me get this sludge in here. Get rid of focus energy. I think we actually need to move that to the top slot. So I'm going to do one more battle with him. Because now Sludge is going to be his strongest move. That's just that. Oh, whatever. Oh no. It's not like we're here specifically for XP. I just misclicked. There we go. Now that should be in, not necessarily descending order of power, because I like being able to just hit up to get to dig that quick. And I mean, we don't get stabbed for dig just yet, but anyway. I feel like that's a good array for his moveset right now. And I've been trying to incorporate that methodology in my ordering of moves a little bit. Anyway. Let's spread the love a little bit. But yeah, look at that's basically what should have happened in that alternate potential timeline that we're not going to refer to too much more. That sort of surprises me, actually, but it's fine. Wouldn't have expected Raticate to be that bulky. Ooh, here's an idea. Hang on. Really lost track of how much money we might have. And I was just saying a second ago I'd want to double back instead of using those items so that we could sell them. So, run to the Celadon Maul real quick. We're gonna go, I believe it's the 5th floor. I don't remember if, I want to say it's this guy, I could be wrong, but we're gonna start on sell. I should keep those, we're about to catch a couple Pokemon. We're gonna sell these. Playing a little risky. The nugget is huge. Okay. Mega Punch, Flamethrower, Horn Drill, Body Slam, Double Edge, Seismic Toss, Thunderbolt, Dig, Rest. Damn, we are stacked on TMs. Okay. Nice. I remembered right. We're gonna buy... I think we... Can we afford 3? We can afford 3. We cannot afford 4. I think I'm gonna buy 3 protein. And I'm gonna feed them to DJ Hype. Little bit of bias creeping in there, but I think we need a little bit of a damage bump for him now, so that he can then actually fulfill his role as the pocket sweeper later. He won't need it later, but he needs it for the damage bump for now. I could spread it around. We did get 3, so I can give 1 to Spike. Yeah. Theoretically, I could spread it... Sorry, I paused because I was reading your message there. Theoretically, I could spread it around a little bit, give 1 to DJ Hype like I just did, give 1 of the 2 remaining to Spike, and give the last of the 2 remaining either to Bonk or the boys. Personally, I would vote the boys. That might be a little bit of a hot take. Mags, you're voting for the spread around? And since we got a couple other people viewing, if y'all have a vote, you can say so. I'm gonna wait another moment, just in case anyone wants to take a second. Alright. We're gonna spread around to Spike and the boys. Nice. Now I'm curious. Yeah, that was a pretty big bump, it looks like. By the way, that was me holding my key binding for select, basically, which shows the stat experience. Nice, that brought his back up. Okay, how's your attack looking then? Like your actual attack? Very good. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And the boys. Very nice. Yours was already really good, but okay. Okay, okay. I like to see numbers. I should have been keeping an eye out for more stuff. Do we need to go heal, or are we good to... Nah, we should heal. We should top up. Especially since I just sold all the potions. Let's go get our free healthcare real quick. While I do this little bit of grinding, I guess I can share child me's rationale behind what this must be like in the Pokemon universe when a trainer is grinding and out in a route in the middle of the pick a route locale, whatever. That the trainer basically can go out there and like just pick a big rock or a tree or, you know, pick a target. And then tell their Pokemon, alright, I want you to hit this thing with X attack. Whatever that is. I need you to practice your execution on it and your aim. Let's go. And then that calls in attention from wild random encounter type Pokemon who may or may not be interested in actually practicing their combat also. And then you're like, oh, hey, cool. So, like, look. I'm not gonna brutalize you. Do you want? Do you want to train? That sounds so terrible saying that now. I hate that there's a recording of me doing that. But that was sort of how Kid Me rationalized beating up on wild Pokemon. Just to be like. I mean, literally, otherwise I'm looking for a target. Oh hey, a Doduo. You want to see if you can outspeed my Dragonair? Oh no, you couldn't, I'm sorry. Oh, crit? Oh, that looked like it hurt. Alright, look, I'll lay you in the nice soft grass over here. You're okay, don't worry about it. You'll wake up in a little bit. Anyone else? Oh, I think we're standing on that Doduo. We'll take a step aside. Grimer, don't be gross like that. Leave him alone. With the flinch. He's just fainted. Leave him be for a second. That one couldn't outspeed us either. We got a level. Dang, we just got +3, didn't we? To our attack. That's pretty nice. I'll take that. Let me switch to Funk. I feel like at least rotating it keeps it interesting. Like now, since we haven't yet, I can showcase Bone Meringue. While we take this hype. Yeah, tank that Hyper Fang. There we go. I mean, that basically makes Bone Meringue, like, effectively a friggin' Earthquake. It just has 2 chances to crit. Theoretically. Arguably in Gen 1 mechanics on multi-hit moves, if it's going to crit, it's on the... Actually, I might have my memory on that wrong. I was going to say it's usually going to tell you on the first hit, because if it triggers a crit, any subsequent hit is a crit. But I think there is a very narrow margin for instances like, say, Fury Attack, where you initiate it and say the first hit is not a crit, but then the second hit is a crit, and then the third hit would automatically then be a crit, whether or not you get a 4th or a 5th. But memory is hazy on that one. Memory is hazy, and Gen 1 be weird sometimes. Like, I mean, we've talked about the infamous badge boost a little bit. I think I have brought up the fact that there are some glitches that make you invulnerable. Like, if you use dig while you're... I think it's actually dig or fly. If you use either of them while you're paralyzed or confused, and the paralysis or confusion triggers while you're in the invulnerable step, you will be knocked out of the attack, but in the text, in the programming, the flag for the invulnerability from fly or dig will not be removed. So as long as you don't switch out, or use fly or dig again and thus potentially reset that flag, you're invulnerable. You can just pick one of your other 3 moves and just keep going. Doesn't matter how long it takes to KO the Pokemon, they can't hurt you right now. Gen 1. Gotta love it. I've been kind of waiting for somebody to showcase Cut against, but I don't want to give this Raticate more opportunities to hurt Bonk. If it were still just a Rattata, I would do it. I think I might have spaced on the last one and just Bone Clubbed it. There's just too many birds here. Good job, Bunk. Now we go to the boys. Yeah, let's just drill peck. I'm just gonna be sweeping with Drill Peck for a while. Never realized. Alright, it took me forever. I eventually did realize that just how good Drill Peck is for flying types. And it's like Firo, Dodrio, and Zapdos, I think. Yeah, from memory that feels right. And those are like the only birds in Gen 1 that learned Drill Peck back in the day. So every other bird was stuck with Fly and Wing Attack. I've also since heard some Poketubers, like the solo runners I like to listen to, have broken down, like, initially, at initial glance on Fly, it has some benefits, like the turn of invulnerability, but another way to look at it is that you're taking 2 turns to deal 70 base power. That sounds a lot like 35 base power a turn, which is just Gen 1 Wing Attack, and we were just ripping on that. And when I heard it broken down like that, I was like, shit, you bring up a solid point. The turn of invulnerability can be a game changer, but it was a hard truth pill to swallow. Boys are about to get their level. Maybe not here, but definitely on the next one. Yeah, that magic pixel. Sometimes it feels a little bad when you, like, bring a Pokemon back to the route where you caught it, but now it's like either 10 levels higher or more, or evolved or something, and you're just like, yeah, who's laughing now? Drill Peck, bitches! Kind of having that thought while we were wrapping up with the boys there. Because it specifically had us fighting a lot of Doduo at the end, and it was just like, oh man, stop making me a bully. Who knows, maybe all these Doduo are just super aggressive. Also, I'm blanking on the name for them now, but I was just thinking, are Doduo and Dodrio supposed to be emus or ostriches or what? And then I remembered that, I apologize in advance for any potential misunderstanding, insensitivity, whatever. But I don't know if he's Australian or from New Zealand or what, but he has a lot of shorts that I keep stumbling across on YouTube where he'll, like, break down a particular animal. And I found one a while back that was about a bird that's like Doduo and Dodrio are, like 70% leg in, I believe, Australia, and it eats snakes because it curb stomps the snake and then eats it. And I was like, maybe that's what they're supposed to be. But I cannot remember what that bird is called. Yeah, I think a couple people have actually shared links of his in the Discord. After stream, I'm gonna see if I can't find that one with the bird. And just tag it with the boys in the Pokemon channel. Yeah, I'm pretty I don't remember which one she linked, but I was pretty sure she had sent a link to one of his before. Good job, Esky. Am I blanking? I was trying to remember. We just looked a minute ago, or I guess like 20-ish minutes ago. Or more. I can't remember right now. But we were looking at the Pokedex to check everyone's moveset. Was it like 32 or 35 or something when Esky's gonna learn Aurora Beam? I know it's coming up sort of soon, but I was trying to remember. It's been... Admittedly, it's been a long week. I've been struggling with sleep lately, and it's put me in a little bit of a fog. But, you know, here we are. I did manage to get some good sleep today, finally, but... One good night of sleep over a week does not cut it. What a train of thought I just went on. I was trying to think of what I could be talking about. In some of my downtime while we're, like, hanging out doing crafty stuff in the living room, if I'm not really feeling doing crafts, investing, and potentially, frankly, I'm getting older, so hurting my neck that much, I will instead grab my DS, and because I'm me, and have grown up with this franchise, I play Pokemon. Also potentially Golden Sun or Fire Emblem or something. But lately it's been Pokemon because I've been vibing with a couple of different ORAS runs I've got going. In one of them I've decided I should double back to use the I forget the exact term for it in game, but the like Poke Nav Finder thing to find a Poochyena that I could then nickname Apollo for obvious, silly, cute reasons. But since I was going to be using that to find one that I would be giving a specific nickname, there we go, Esky, good job. I started thinking, well, we need to give him a little bit of time to grow up a little bit so I know what, like, ability and potential egg move I want him to have. And that thought has been more than a month ago now. So here we are, and I've decided he should have, I think it's called Quick Feet, where they get a speed boost if they are suffering from a, oh, and Wizard needs 2 levels, suffering from a status effect, like paralysis, burn, etc. So we're aiming for that, and I want him to have the egg move play rough, because sure as shit Apollo plays rough. And it never occurred to me how excellent that is for a Mightyena to have for coverage, because it super affects fighting type Pokemon. And you can TM Iron Tail at least. I would hope that if there's a TM for it, or what have you, we could get him to know Metal Claw, because I prefer to have something that's more accurate than Iron Tail. And frankly, he does wag his tail when he's very happy, but his tail doesn't, like, whip thwop into you like Inari's does. So Iron Tail feels less out of character. Metal Claw feels a bit more in character again, because he does paw around when he's playing. Long-winded. I think that was the full end of that train of thought. I was trying to recall that full journey. I guess the capstone currently on that thought is that I haven't yet found the correct Poochyena, but I'm looking. We'll get there. And then, despite Inari not being particularly floofy, I might divert from, because before we adopted Apollo, in my Omega Ruby save, I did something similar, wherein I caught a random Poochyena that happened to have the Quick Feet ability, and it knew Thunderfang, and I was like, alright, well, I'll just nickname this one Inari real quick. Anyway. I might divert from doing that for her to Growlithe, again, despite her not being particularly floofy, because at least it's the Brindle pattern, right? I'm gonna get rid of Disable for Recover, that feels good. And then Wizard needs at least 1 more level. I don't want to spend the entire second half of the stream grinding, but we do need to get the team at least, I think, to like 33. He had a couple that were 32, but he had a couple that were 33. His lead was 34. We didn't even make it to his A's. Might be 35. It'd be kind of weird if he had the same level ace as the supposed to be 4th gym leader, but you never know. Also, Mags, did I get distracted and forget and not show off the evolutions that we had off stream, where DJ Hype evolved and Bonk evolved? Did you get to see the actual evolution animation, or did you just see that they had evolved? Or do you care even? I guess that's a fair question. I did, okay. I'm glad Past Me didn't drop the ball. Right, I think when you showed up again, or not again, but when you showed up in chat, I mentioned that I goofed even live and had the rules banner up when they initially evolved, or when DJ Hype at least evolved initially. Bonk evolved off stream when I was doing the grinding because I forgot what level they evolved at. But anyway, we'll do a quick little safety save here. And here we go for the panicked, caught in the middle of the evolution for Bonk. Congratulations, Bonk as a Marowak. And... oop, DJ Hype. Oh man, what a gorgeous animation. Oh shit, it's Dragonair. Yeah. And then we're back. How much more? He's doing pretty well. Nice, okay. I guess I should have checked who's supposed to be rotated in after him, but... I was just gonna do the same rotation again, frankly. So we'll circle back to Spike, who was our first one in the initial cycle of levels. And we can actually do some like grinding and practice with Sludge, his brand new move. There we go. The wizard's caught up. I feel bad that it's taking this much time, but also I feel bad that we still haven't gotten Ponyta on the team. Okay, let me double check from here at least. I know that counteracts what I was just saying. We're just gonna do this. There. That was the rotation. I'm probably wrong, actually. Whatever. I don't know, my server memory routinely surprises me at work. Maybe I have it correct. This motherfucker setting up with acid armor again. Did they give the random encounter smart AI? What the fuck is going on? And it knows Harden too? Dude, not cool. Just faint. Give me the XP. Not trying to waste time. No. Sludge. Spaced out a little bit there. I should double check that actually. Keep that in mind. Sludge was one of many moves that had to get updated, like we were talking about a little bit earlier. There we go. Cool, so Sludge has 90 base power, which effectively makes it like Sludge Bomb, which is where my brain equated it to, so I'm glad I was remembering that correctly. Acid's base power got upped to 65. And Poison Sting was up to 35, so that's why those were actually, like, viable. Just double checking, and yeah, fully double checked Slam while I was here too. Feels a little bad, a little wrong. It's okay, we're fine. We're moving on. We're leveling up. I like to think, even though there's not really any implication here in the animation, that Nidorino has to basically poison jab to do sludge. Because it's not like it is listed in a Pokedex that it, like, spits poison anywhere. Its poison is only in its venomous stinger, right? And it's not like Poison Jab existed yet, so sludge. And also, since this thought just came up, I think we're sitting on 2 rare candies still, and I'm over here worried about how much time I'm spending grinding. I'm trying to hang on to those for later, whether we'll have a better time investment return. I couldn't think of a better way to phrase that thought. Anyway, specifically for DJ Hype hitting level 55 and evolving. I know, again, as I was mentioning a little bit earlier, that's sort of playing into my bias, but a slow level up group hitting level 55 is gonna be a time sink, and I don't want to have to make anyone else suffer through it. Kid me was stubborn enough to not do the missing no glitch and still get my Charizard to level 100 back in the day. But I'm not about that kind of bullheadedness anymore. Oh, why am I doing? Spike just hit 33. We need to switch him. How long is this one going to take? Speaking of, 37. Could be worse. I didn't fully say the number. It was 3759. 3700 was the truncated readout there. If it was just 37 experience, that would be fucking magical. That's not gonna happen. I'm a little curious. How's our special output looking? Oh, well, a crit. Cool. I mean, we take it, but... I'm not testing it on a Fearow. Although this should be helping our stat experience a lot too, honestly. With the speed and the attack and the whatnot. Since that's sort of how Gen 1 EVs worked. Effectively just took the base stat number from whatever Pokemon you KO'd and applied it to the number we were looking at earlier. Sort of debating how long I want to keep agility on DJ Hype's moveset, because, like, on the one hand, it is excellent setup and badge boost glitch territory and whatnot, but our potential learn set is so vast. Like, we're definitely going to keep Slam on there, for the reasons aforementioned in this stream. We could also get a lot of mileage out of Hyper Beam, despite the recharge turn. Used for a move that boops things to death. Yeah, that's basically what I was just getting at. Not specifically with Hyper Beam, but you caught my drift there, Magnus. In Gen 1, to finish that thought out, Hyper Beam won't trigger the recharge turn if it KOs the target. So, on a Pokemon with a really high attack stat, like Aerodactyl or Dragonite, that's pretty likely. Oh no, it mirror moved Bubble Beam, what are we gonna do? We could also, when we get around to the availability of these and everything, we could teach him Bolt Beam strategies with the TMs for Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, respectively. Especially in some of the earlier games, Bolt Beam was such a crazy combo because it gives you insane coverage spread. We could similarly teach them Body Slam, because again, Body Slam was kind of cracked in Gen 1. There they go, mirror moving Bubble Beam again. Yeah, from what I understand, it's not quite as effective as it used to be, but it's still insane. There's a few other options, like, I would actually need to double check when we eventually get to Dragonite, I think, but I'm pretty sure we could still teach him Rock Slide, which also would get pretty insane coverage. So it's sort of like spoiled for choice, I guess. And again, frankly, if we can actually get DJ Hype to Dragonite, do we really need the setup of agility? Like, it's a fucking Dragonite, right? Like, that coming from somebody that fully has it fleshed out, that the one of the Dragonite movesets, Pokemon trainer me, gym leader me, whatever, would run is a Dragon Dance Dragonite, because holy shit. Actually, I'm just gonna slam this. Grimer can be super bulky. Let's just get that XP. Yeah, see? Look at that bulk. Yes. And I'm not sure. From memory, I think Dragonite at least definite. I love that I threw that definitely in there. From memory, I think Dragonite can learn Fly. Whether or not we want to teach him Fly is another question. Knowing how much else this mod has done, Yellow Legacy may give him the, he learns Wing Attack when he evolves instead of Hyper Beam, and then you learn Hyper Beam via level up a couple levels later, like 60, like it's showing for Dratini and Dragonair. Don't be a dick. Yeah, good job, DJ Hype. And that was enough for the level. Okay. Monk's turn. The rude of this bird. We are, since I started a little late tonight, we are going to go till like 3:10, 3:15-ish. Especially since we're having to spend so much time on this grinding. I was sort of debating if 30 was going to be the right cutoff point, but I figured at least that way I could attempt to have the DJ Hype evolution reveal, and then I bungled that anyway, so we've fixed it since, sort of, but, you know. Oh hey, it's a Rattata, we can use cut. There it is, there's the cut. We did it, but it didn't get the KO. Not the Oko, anyway. I think after this one we're going to need to go back to the Pokemon Center. Oh, okay. Sorry, Bonk. I underestimated you. I didn't expect Headbutt to Oko. Maybe it was just a lower level Spearow. I didn't really notice. Yeah, that's sort of what I expected. Sorta. The growl obviously made that worse, but Bonk is quite powerful, you are correct. But I'm also trying to be a little careful with him right now. Let's go heal him up a little bit. On that note. Real quick. Managed to get my back to pop just now. That felt good. Dang. I honestly didn't expect to make that turn like that. Yeah, I guess I just either didn't see the level or I was just underestimating Bonk. I apologize, Bonk. I didn't mean it. Let's see. 24, no growl. Yeah, I think I just kind of underestimated Bonk a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay, we got a little blessing there with the 2-hit. Like I was describing earlier, if that had been a 4 or 5 hit, we would have been a little cooked. With every single hit being a crit, that would not be fun. Bonk would have survived it. I have very little worry there, but we would have had to have doubled back and gotten him healed again. As another potential consideration, if I mute the ROM and then played like the Pokemon Orchestra or something, I could then potentially grind with the speed up without too much worry about whether or not it's screwing with the audio for you guys. How's that idea sound? Kind of hoping the Pokemon Orchestra or Reorchestrated or whichever is not going to get us flagged in any way. That's fair. Here. We're gonna do this in phases here. So I'm gonna be taking too much time. Go here. Pokemon reorchestrated. I probably misspelled that. Okay. There we go. Ooh, that's gonna be loud. Hang on. Sorry. Give me a volume mixer. Thank you. Bring that down. Let's try 30-ish and see how that does. Still a little loud. Let me know if that's too loud. There we go. Now I can see chat better. Should get back off the bike if I'm going to be holding the speed up button though. Because holy shit, it's fast. I'm glad you're having a good time just chilling. I also honestly legitimately really love this version of all the Pokemon music. It's super pretty. Oh man, it's time for a Drill Peck showdown. Fiero or Dodrio. We win. Oh shit. I didn't realize I was lined up with the door. Bolted all the way back over to the house where we got Fly. Sitting around like 3,000 FPS. There's the level for the boys. Take it off speed up while we do the switches and the like. So and so's learning a new move. Anything important. Kind of love how playful this one is. Everyone behold, in a rare occurrence when a Vaporeon can outspeed a Doduo. It was good tech. Yeah, this is really pretty. I guess since the capture is not getting the visual for you guys, this is the Kanto Symphony music from Red and Blue as reorchestrated by Braxton Burks. Arranged by Scotian. I might be mispronouncing that part. We're now on Viridian Forest. But you can search in YouTube Pokemon Reorchestrated and it should be like the first one that comes up. Freaking love this set. And I believe he's done one for Gen 2 and Gen 3 as well. Might be remembering that wrong. Oh, snap. Well, whatever. Go ahead and KO that Grimer. We need to switch Esky for Wizard, and then I think it might be time to retry that fight. With the whole team sitting at 33. But I will defer to chat. How we feeling Seems like just Mags, but that's fine. How we feeling, Mags? With the team at 33, does that feel confident? While we're dealing with the creepy crawly bug theme. Got a better shot, yeah. Okay. Sorry. My headset kind of fusses with how my glasses sit on my head, so I was having to adjust it for a moment, and that requires both hands. I do love how it slows down here. That's a lot of fun, too. Okay. Also, now we're going in with a little bit of wisdom. He's going to lead with the level 34 Firo. Do we try to instead outspeed with the boys, like we were just kind of testing? I know we outleveled him, obviously, but we've got static speed, and it's a Dodrio. I think we can outspeed it. Smack it with a drill tech, and then follow up with, yeah, maybe follow it up with a fly if we need to. Yeah, give him a chance to blast the bird, and then we'll kind of play it by ear, depending on who he switches in after that. I do want to make sure I keep putting Wizard at the bottom, just as a reminder for myself. Wizard is there as a placeholder for now. I know you love him, but he's there as a placeholder. Also, I will take the mute back off in just a moment. Oh, Jesus.
The season is heating up.
Oh,
prices are cooling down.
Hold, please.
Score NFL Sunday ticket for a new lower.
Shut up. Sort of perfect surprise music here, huh? Do, 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 do. Hurry up and finish this up. We didn't even mean to do that, honestly. Oh, that's fair, Mags. I was saying I love him. But yeah, I get people being uninterested in a particular line. Okay, insane fast heal there. I don't know why I'm over here. I wanted to... I'll go ahead and head that way while I'm doing this. I wanted to take the mute back off for the emulation when we get back to the rival battle, but before we actually do that, I wanted to show off the Kanto Symphony version of Lavender Town and whatnot, because it is awesome. Let's get back to Lavender, and then I'll switch it over. We'll listen to that, you know, probably minute-and-a-half-ish song, and then we'll go unmute and attempt Rival. Hard save here. Quick save. Oh boy, this one is 346. This is a trainer battle. Let's go down. Alright, so, oh wow, I was a little off here. Lavender Town is 247, the Ghosts of Pokemon Tower is 236. Here we are at Lavender Town. Let it build. There it is. It's just nice. A big part of why I love, trying not to talk over it too much, but a big part of why I love these songs, or this version, is so clear that it was a kind of revisitation from a lifelong fan who happened to actually like take a musical path in life. I appreciate music quite a bit, but it was never something my mind could really grasp. Probably because no one ever bothered to teach young me sheet music at all. But I'm not that bitter, actually. And that's the end of that one. And then dumb ad.
States Postal Service, delivering since
We're not going to sit here for another 2.5 minutes, but I did want to at least let it start. Because it's, you know, the two themes are supposed to go hand in hand, so. So cool. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there so we can come back in here to the classic little BitTune version. We're gonna go ahead and initiate this rival fight and see how we do. Drill pack. Hey, and we do have the outspeed. Good job, boys. Almost got the Oko, and they coming in with their drill pack. Okay. Since we have the outspeed, I'm not too worried. Let's just mop up this Furo real quick. Good job, boys. We're switching to Vulpix. I do want to switch to taking tiny damage from that Furo. Pathetic. Do we want to switch to Eski or DJ Hype? I'm maybe thinking about it a little too much here, but I was trying to think someone that might have not just super effective damage on them, but would also benefit from the stat spread of the stat experience. Yeah, resist the fire. I think Eski would too, because water, but they would also both be getting mostly speed and special stat experience. And Bonk's not really going to benefit too much from the special, despite my argument earlier. Eski and DJ Hype will. But I think maybe DJ Hype is probably the strategic play with the slow growth rate still. 4,000 compared to 27. Yeah, deploy the hype. Hey Maul, I have a dragon. What are you gonna do about that? No, that's fine. Bubble Beam. And then you're KO'd and it doesn't matter for the rest of your team. Ooh. Alright, let's we're gonna attempt this, right? Let's see how we do this time. Gain a few levels, we're over damage rounding. Yeah, this demon's back, but let's see how DJ Hype do. Drop the base, DJ. Survive this like a champion and then drop the base. Fuck you with your crit, Kadabra. That should be doing so much more. I'm sorry. Kadabra does not have good defense. I'm sorry, DJ Hype. We have to pull you out. What? Esky, maybe? Yeah, that is some malarkey. Nah, I think that language is appropriate, Magnus. But I think the play here may be to go Esky and just Bubble Beam and maybe follow that up with a quick attack. We might get the damage range there. Yeah, exactly, the HP and the special. Because again, not to overly poke or nothing, but the special is offense and defense in Gen 1. So our high special is doing some work. Let's see how good Bubble Beam is here. Don't get the confusion. Cool. We got the speed drop. I think I'm gonna go for the Bubble Beam again for the damage though. Hey, fuck yes, Esky. Oh my god. Absolute beast. Yeah, speed drop is huge. Scyther is... Sort of forgot we don't really... I mean, we could redeploy the boys in an attempt. The Bonk's got the bulk. I'm actually not sure. I'm gonna try to Google it real quick while I talk it through and everything. Scyther's base special in Gen 1. To try to gauge if we should be using special attacks or physical attacks to try to knock it out. Let's see. Here we go. Where the fuck did it go? Stupid ad knocking me away. Special stat in Gen 1 was 55, defense is 80, so his special is gonna be lower. Yeah, the boys would probably explode immediately because they don't have great defense at all. Bonk and Spike are the two that would probably have the bulk to handle it. Type effectiveness. How do I look this up? How did poison affect types in Gen 1? 'Cause there's a weird interaction here between poison and bug. Oh, but they fixed it in this. I shouldn't be even bothering. But yeah, no, I think you're right. I think, Bonk or Spike. I was thinking down that train of thought in the first place because Spike with Sludge might be a really solid output option there, but I think that got fixed and Bug now resists poison. So we're gonna attempt bonk, I think. Because this fucking Scyther is gonna hurt. It makes me a little bit jealous, and I don't think I've ever actually been really jealous of the rival before. I don't know how to feel about this. Good job, Bonk. That was pretty fair. Whoa, no, 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 no. Okay, okay. You softened him up pretty good. Good job, Bonk. We're going to Spike from here. Don't you fuck with me, son of a bitch. No, I'm not. Do we read the? God damn it. I'll finish that thought out before I actually decide on anything. I was thinking, do we read that he might do cut again and go for the boys because they will resist, and then we tag in with super effective drill peck? An alternative might be to go back to Esky, because lots of HP, still fair bulk. I hate suggesting it, but the last alternative I can think of right now, sacrificing Wizard. Yeah. That is a fair pivot from the last thing that was occurring to me, which would be to not switch, which hurts. As far as my notes show, Spike only has the 1 KO right now. So he's still safe. He doesn't need to retire if he gets KO'd here, but that would give us a clean switch into whoever for a chance to outspeed and try to get a hit in, which my vote then would be to get the clean switch into boys. But a kind of alternate take on that is that we could save Spike, switch to Wizard, who we are planning to take out of the team in a minute anyway, and kind of do the same thing and get what is likely going to be an Oko and then a clean switch into, again, my vote would probably be for the boys to try Drill Peck. Wizard also, from my notes, does not have a KO yet, so that could be an even cleaner switch if we want to do that. Yeah, he could blast the Scyther. I think it would get resistance now, since they said in the notes that they fixed the damage type effectiveness between Psychic a lot. So, we would be operating purely on stab and high base special versus low base special, but that could be enough. Scyther's already pretty wounded. Let's give it a shot. I think that is the smarter strategy there. I'm sorry, Wizard, I hope you survive, but I'm not expecting you to. Holy shit. Let's see how you do. You got the outspeed. Nice, good job, Wizard. Holy shit. Yeah. Way to be a fucking champion. Hey. No. And here, sure enough, he came in with the level 35. Do we go for a potential... I think we go for some damage, honestly. If I'm being really, really, like, kind of cold and truthful here, I think we go for the almost guaranteed outspeed and try to peg some damage. Yeah, instead of the recover. Oh, you fuck with the quick attack. You read it, you didn't you? You read it. So again, on that front, despite him having just showed off that he's doing the same quick attack strats, I think we still go to the boys, who, as of our timeline shift earlier, does not have a KO. could theoretically take this one and be okay. We are gonna get the outspeed unless he does quick attack, but I think we will tank the quick attack if that's his play. In which case, I think we might get the... It's a stretch, but we might get the Oko with a Drill Peck. With just the raw damage output that we can get. Sort of alternative there is that I could go for Fly, potentially dodging if he doesn't go for the quick attack and goes for, say, Bubble Beam. We could dodge the Bubble Beam and get a hit in still. But then we'd be taking whatever attack he selected next round, so, you know. My sort of barbarian brain says lean to Drill Peck, because I think Drill Peck's base damage is even higher anyway. But I'm willing to pause just a second and wait for the chat vote. This is sort of our pivotal moment here. Hit the drill. Wow. Oh man. Okay. Come on, boys. Fuck yes, I believed in you. Yeah, the boy's defense stat is not very good, but Vaporeon's attack stat is also not very good. That was pretty solid. Alright. Yeah, I've got a Marowak. Yeah, also base 40 with no stab. It's supposed to be the mop-up. But, Wizard got his first KO there. Make sure I mark that. Everybody else did manage to come out okay. We're gonna double back. Can I dig out of here, actually? That's a fair question. I can! That'll make that a tiny bit faster. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Because I didn't heal in Lavender Town and took us to Celadon. It's fine. Yeah, Wizard came through like an absolute hero. And then we're gonna use the boys to fly back to Lavender. It is a quarter after now, which is gonna be the wrap-up time for us tonight, I think. I'm just gonna do a little bit of maintenance while I do some good nights. So, next time, we'll be climbing up the tower, catching our Ghastly that we may or may not use in the future. But crucially, and I was really hoping we would get to this step a lot faster, I apologize in advance, but we will be aiming for getting the Poke-Flute so that we can finally catch the Snorlax, put him in the box, and finally go to Cycling Road and get the freaking Ponyta, who, kind of little carrot on the stick moment here, in the Yellow Legacy modifications, got an increase to its base speed stat to make it the fastest fire type in the game. I think potentially, safely I'll say, excluding Moltres because legendary. But yeah, it's got base 115 speed now, which is dope. And I am willing to run it as our fire type for the next foreseeable future in the run for a few of the viewers, honestly. That has been the goal for like this stream, honestly, and I kind of dropped the ball there because I didn't invest in double checking the level curve. My apologies, but we are getting that Ponyta next time. Yeah, as you do. For now, who do I lead with here? We'll be getting it next time. It's not too far away either. But for now, be kind to yourselves. Good night. Good luck. I'll see y'all next time. Good night.